Hello everybody, welcome to GT Planet and welcome to another video here on our channel. My name's Chaz Draycott, lead video producer for GT Planet, and today I'm taking on some more daily races for you. In this set this week we have Group 4 and 3 as ever, Group 4 at Fuji, Group 3's at Interlagos. That's a race I've done a few times before, so I'm not really going to be touching that one today. Race A is the one that changes the most. There's no driver rating updates for this one, and as usual it's a specified car like it was last time. It's going to be the Ford Focus ST from 2015 at Lago Maggiore. There is nothing to do with any minimum pit stops or any strategy here. It's just a straight up sprint race, and it's going to be 7 laps, 12 cars on this very short and twisty, difficult layout. Not quite sure what to expect from this one. The ST is quite a pokey car. It's always good fun racing in a Ford hatchback, especially their performance models. So I'm intrigued to see what this is going to run like. I don't think I have one of these in my garage. I do not. So we're going to rent an event specified one, and it has to be in Tangerine Scream. My girlfriend used to have one of these cars in this colour, and sorry, no, she had a white one, but she always wanted a Tangerine Scream one, and it's going to be good fun to drive one of those here today. Let's jump into qualifying and see what it's like with this rather unique combination. As you can hear, straight up the revs we go, and obviously a front wheel drive car, very different to the cars that have been running in the time trials of late. I was just re-competing in the Sylvia time trial before I've gone to record this today. I was 5.01% off, so, you know, just for the sake of gaining another tenth or two, you obviously gain, what, 500,000 credits? So I figured I'd go and give that another go. Going to see what the car is like coming into here. Onto the brakes. Not quite sure where to place the car for that. There's going to be a lot of dives down the inside there. Obviously, safety rating's still important. Sorry, sportsmanship rating. Too used to iRacing. Sportsmanship rating still important. This run down the hill here is going to be quite spicy if people try and take this side by side, but you can do it flat. It's all going to be about the commitment into here, I think. I'm not going to overdo it on my first lap, or am I? Ooh, that's going to not invalidate it. That's okay. There's a lot of braking and a lot of adjustment going on through that part of the lap, especially in a front-wheel drive car with this much power. Trying to be light on the throttle pedal and not spin up the fronts too much. Not easy to do in a car like this. Gradually over to the right. And this is one of those circuits where, with long, smooth corners like this, where you've got to make a lot of adjustments mid-corner, you have to really build up your confidence. I mean, I'm too confident going into there, clearly. Nice and smooth on the exit though, and that's gotten me a better run. Look, the time at the bottom is going down, so maybe in the long run that'll help. Let's stay flat down here, a bit smoother on the steering this time, not as much lock on. Earlier change up to 5th, and then I'm going to brake at the curb, hold the brakes though, and as you come off them the back end starts to come around with you, so you can sort of use that to your advantage. Lift off oversteer, obviously something very prominent in front wheel drive hatchbacks, so maybe that is a tool in your arsenal for this race. Slightly better exit off the final corner that time round. Still 3.5 minutes into the 54s. 54.792. I'm going to brake a bit earlier this time, just after the white line. Hopefully not overdo it on the brakes, get it to the apex. A little bit of wheel spin on the exit, but that felt good. As you can see though, we're obviously losing a bit of time to the run that I had on that last lap down here, which is understandable because I sort of V'd off the corner. And again, we're going to try this same tactic, so brake just before the curb, stay on the brakes, let go midway over the crest, and the car rotates really smoothly. That's something that you've got to perfect, I imagine. Let's try and stop it a bit tighter here to open up this final corner. Use a bit more curb this time. Oh, I was on the throttle. Oh, dearie me, you poor car. I'm going to really just click retry on this one. Retry? Because that would have invalidated any attempt at a run down the start-finish straight. But yeah, just on the throttle a little bit too much into there that time round, and it spun up the fronts and understeered wide. So you've got to be careful for that. I think there's going to be a little bit of impatience from some other drivers in this race, and you'll see the moments where they really push the throttle harder to try and get a run on the exit of the corner, and it doesn't quite work for them. Ooh, God, it didn't want to play ball there on the way in. Okay, we're looking good then as we get back down the hill. Felt tidy there. Strange little blip in my audio there. I'm not sure if you'd have heard that in the video, but there's a huge crackle in my headset. Hopefully nothing wrong with the audio from this point. And again, look, just the car rotating. Hello. Really rotated on me through there that time. Get a bit more lock on around there. Feels so weird not to be just flooring it. See what that time's like. That seems like a bit of a healthier lap. Wow. 54.5. A much faster time indeed. So a lot of commitment needed on that final crest towards the end of the lap. Oh, that was way too tight into there. Easy to see that curb on the inside and sort of get sucked in by it and think, you know, you have to get to that apex. That's not the case. You only really need to get to the apex and then get the car away from it. Earlier shift up to 5th has not helped me there by the look of it. Again, just trying to carry the speed through there, and then you've got to have a second phase of braking again to get the car back into that final corner. That's a bit too tight in there. That's going to lose me a lot of time. Oh, the time is just disappearing. It's going to be a slight improvement. And it's a 54.490. We're not going to get time to do another lap. So on to the race. Okay, so we've qualified mid-grid here. Actually, to be honest, I'm second to last of all the cars that have qualified. There's some driver-rated A drivers in here at least. A good mix of A's and B's, which is nice. Nobody that I recognise here. So, intrigued to see what we've got. Everybody has a sportsmanship rating of S, so that gives me a good bit of confidence. Okay, so we've got a grid start for this one. Oh god, why? I don't think I even have a button set up for that. So, I'm going to keep my foot on the handbrake. See if that does anything. Well done, mate. A short shift into second. There's a car on my left-hand side. I'm going to come over slightly, but leaving plenty of room. And then I'm going to cut back to the outside into the braking zone. Just hoping to stay away from any drama. Everyone's sort of following each other at a similar pace around there. A little bit of a tap on the left-hand side there. There's a strange Colin McRae livery on the car in front of us. I said it was going to be interesting, too wide through here. I've had to tap the brakes there. I'm going to cover the inside line here. Into third early. Oh, it's sideways, but I've saved it. Bit of grass there, never hurt anybody. A little bit of contact in front. Car's squirreling around a little bit. Hello, I'm here. A little bit messy there, and look at that. The run from the two cars in front, very good indeed. I think that driver just to my right now is the pole sitter. Original pole sitter, car left. Room to the apex, just enough to get the job done. Great battle in this so far. We've got a lovely run out of there though. We've cleared him. I'm going to just hold my line here. They're going to go side by side through there, so hopefully that'll slow the pair of them down. It means that I can just focus on what's in front of me. Hopefully none of them try and outbrake one another behind me and drive straight to the back of me. Hello again, sideways over there. I've run deep. It's going to be a move down the inside here, surely. Yeah, I've gone deep again. You beeping at. Let's get our nose back down the inside. Okay. Well, I afforded them the room. They didn't afford me the room. I'm going to stay as straight as I can here. Plenty of beeping still going on behind. Oh, we've had a nice little push here. Just put us clear of the Spanish driver to my left-hand side. We go for the apex because... well, there was no one. Oh, I didn't show up that anyone was beside me. He's just gone late on the brakes and driven into me. 3 wide. That's scary. I don't want to be any part of that. I'm going to just leave a car's width on the inside. Little lift. Oh, hello. I'm still here. This is like touring car racing. This is feisty stuff. Let the back end get loose over the hill. Big jump over the curb. Braking early to make sure I don't go into any shenanigans like that. Try and benefit from it down the inside. Give him a bit of an elbow on the way through, admittedly. Oh, he thinks it was me that pushed him. It wasn't. Either that or he's just not one for giving room. Lost a bit of momentum there, but this is rough stuff at the minute. 3 laps completed. Now we're going to hope to work with the driver in front to move forward here. I don't want to get into too much of a fight with them. Seems like Max has run deep. The car just sort of lingers at the top end of second gear every time it comes out of a corner. The gearing isn't perfect for this circuit. You have to sort of hold off on changing up a gear. It's really strange. Ooh. It's good fun, this. Push Adler's here. I short shifted to third round that final corner and it worked out for me actually. But obviously pushing him means that he's got a bit more of a run. Let's give him another little boop. Whoa, I was close to that wall then, but look at the run I've got by short shifting to third. Lovely stuff. We might have to concede to 10th position for this race, 10th or 9th. Oh, he sort of let me go there. I thought he was alongside me for a moment, I just assumed. Let's just try and see what we can do about going forward. Not necessarily as a unit or as a group, but just individually. There's one more lap to go after this, so not much time to do anything huge. Unfortunately, the driver that was on pole position seems to have a habit of just driving into other cars. There was more contact ahead of us just there. Okay, one more lap. Driver behind just had a slight drama, I think. Let's see what we can do. If they continue to battle ahead of me, see if we can benefit from it and just gain a position or two on this last tour. I think Paddock's going to have a go. We're closing in actually here, but I don't think we're going to benefit. We're not in a position to benefit much from it, although the short shift into third. No, I've gone wide there. That's a big shame, but that is some proper touring car style racing that. I thoroughly enjoyed that race. Good laugh this time round. Nothing over the top, nothing too drastic, and you know, we've seen a few daily races recently that have been a bit chaotic. I'd say that was a really strong combination. It's not an overpowered car, it's not too ridiculous, it's not hyper downforce orientated, you know. It's a good production car that provides some strong racing. So yeah, I think that's one of the strongest combinations we've had in a while, actually, in Race A. Still, you can go and play this for yourself as long as you've obviously got Gran Turismo 7 and an online connection. Don't forget, you can also head over to GT Planet. I can't get my words out today. Head over to GT Planet and discuss these races and all the daily races info with like-minded members. And I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Thanks as ever, and we'll see you again soon on GT Planet. Have a good day.